So, the celebrated Arisen is come. You look able enough, but I've no patience for pomp. I'm a man of substance, you see. I've a policy of speaking only with folks possessed of their own will. Individuals, like. We've our own ways of testing the strength of a fellow's will here, if you've the stomach for it. There's naught can prove a man's will but his actions. 'Tis actions brings a band like mine together. Results. If you would walk among us, you'll adopt the same philosophy. Which is to say, you'll do as you're told. So listen well. You've two paths before you. The first is to quash the competition. To the northwest lies a rival band of thieves. See a few of their numbers laid to rest, permanently. The second is to rid us of a traitor. There is one who broke his oath and left this place without my leave. Find him, and see that he reaps the consequences. Make your choice. I care not which. Do one of these, and I will know you for a person of will. We shall talk of recompense then.
Let us leave the bandits for the moment, and ask after this traitor in the village. Let us leave the bandits for the moment, and ask after this traitor in the village.
Whichever you choose, blood will run.
Let us leave the bandits for the moment and ask after this traitor in the village.
Can anyone hear me? Pray come and help!
What's this?
Place is fit to set the hairs on your neck to standing on end, huh? And with good reason. I'd thought to enjoy a quiet nip of the old spirits here, away from prying eyes, huh? But then, a fearsome rumble came from further yon. Against my better judgment, I went and stole a look. 'Twas monsters, sure enough, a regular hive of them. Can't let the likes of them loose on the village, I thought, so I stayed here to hold them back. Lucky thing I thought to sneak a drink. I'm well glad to see you, truth be told. I fear the beasts are beyond the means of this old man. Will you go and clear them out, cousin? My thanks, and good luck to you. Don't leave a one of them alive. The path beyond is convoluted and dangerous. Here, cousin, let this protect you. Take care.
What's that?
This looks interesting.
The Saurians have grown their numbers once more. 'Tis clear we must strike this threat at its root.
What's this? The beasts in the well are weak to ice.
All spoke of me, and they know me for a traitor. I'd little doubt they would. Mole took me in as a boy, said he saw promise in me. And here I've given him naught for all he's done. Just up and left. Left thieving now too. You're the Arisen, sir. Mayhap you would know best. What ought I do? I see. 'Tis a sensible course of action. If Maul has not forgiven me, he's like to send his men. It would not do to have others here harmed. I shall consider your words, sir.
The village shops will have weapons and supplies both.
I still cannot decide. Is it right that I remain here? No matter how long I think of it, I come to no answer. What do you consider best? Aye, I fear you have the right of it. This is the proper thing to do. I cannot run from the oaths I've sworn. I shall return as you say. Like as not, I shall walk to my death, but at least I shall die a man. I thank you, sir. Farewell.
How fair now.
No. I've learned what to do in this quest. I worry for the boy, given the rigid temper of the bandit clans.
The boy's resolve was firm, but perhaps we might go and see how he's fared.
The boy's resolve was firm, but perhaps we might go and see how he's fared.
Every soul in Grancis knows Duke Edmund Dragonsbane slew the world. That's true. But there's not a one of them knows how the man did it. You look well, child. Take care. The Duke must have employed some dark art, no doubt, though his aims were noble. But they say the man's never told a soul about what happened up on that mountain. You look well, child. Take care. The Duke must have employed... You look... Take...
Remember to both buy and sell items regularly.
Hello. No one knows what tomorrow may bring.
Dried fish are a local staple. This is a place quite restful to my kind.
What's this?
You'll not see me stealing down wells again, mark my words. I've learned my lesson well. 'Tis a quiet spot, and pleasing cool, if a bit damp. I thought it the perfect place for a quick nip. But naught spoils a man's drink like monsters roaming about. Pray, put an end to the beasts.
Saurian nest lies beyond.
This looks interesting.
Which way should we go, Arisen? I hear running water from the rise.
What's that?
An animal carcass. Seems it's been dead for some time. I'll take that. This looks interesting.
You best take care.
What's that?
What's this? choice but to jump. He's unusually vast for a well.
Keep the lantern dry!
Soaked to the bone!
The boulder is gone.
Thieves are swift! Be wary!
Firearms preparing easily enough.
Find the nest with the crowbars! I'll serve as bait! Strike the tail! I'll burn it to cinders! Please clears fire! Destroying the eggs will draw out the larger saurians. A strong flame may take it out! I'll serve as bait! Your tail is severed! It flees! It flees! Let it down! Please clears fire! Burn them to ash! I'll burn it to cinders! I'm a hold on it! Sever the tail! Severed! A strong flame may take it out! I'll serve as bait! Strike the tail!
Saurian eggs are quick to burn.
Burn them to ash! I'll burn it to cinders! Please clears fire! There's no way we can lose it.
One less lizard.
A bit of magic will turn the mist to ash.
One less lizard to contend with. Looks as if we've come to a dead end. Use our program wisely. One less lizard to contend with.
Saurian! I'll burn it to cinders!
The beast clears fire.
I'll serve as bait! Strike the tail! I'll stop it! We need but sever the tail! I'll hold it best I'm able! I have it! I'll do the rest! We know of seven. Burn them to ash! A strong flame may take it out! The tail is severed! The beast fears fire!
That was a waste of time. One less lizard to contend with.
Saurian eggs are quick to grab.
Soaked to the bone! One less lizard to contend with. tainted water!
What lesson is it to contend with?
This should put us of saurians for a while.
This time, surely, they are eradicated for good and all. Come, let's bring word of this back. I pray that puts an end to the matter. For now, let's return.
This time, surely, they are eradicated for good and all. Come, let's bring word of this back.
The beasts are slain then? Ha! Joyful news! I will sleep easier not having their like crawling about below the village. Here, 'tis a small token of thanks. Take it, my friend. Now to find another spot to steal a quiet drink.
I'll take that. We stemmed the threat ere it reached the village.
The threat is quashed and the village made safe. Mayhap we've a future in extermination.
The threat is quashed and the village made safe. Mayhap we've a future in extermination.
Ah, Arisen, sir. I find myself in a situation most dire. I thought to sell some land I own to raise capital, but I must first evict those who live upon it. This typically requires a rather involved procedure, but times are dire, and I wish the current residents gone with all haste. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but from the Arisen. They are like to weigh it carefully. You are my best and final hope in this matter. Can I rely upon your aid? Ha ha! I wagered you'd agree, and I never lose a wager. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but if it were to come from the Arisen, they'd like to weigh it carefully. Please convince the residents that leaving quickly is in the best interests of all. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay you handsomely.
We'll find Jasper giving speeches in the capital streets.
We'll find Jasper giving speeches in the capital streets.
We'll find those Faunival would evict somewhere in the capital.
I mustered what metal I have and came back ready to die, and was pardoned. Next I fail, my head will fly. Make no mistake of that. But this is the path I chose for myself. I've no regrets.
It appears to be a bandit hideout.
I must say, I am well surprised to see our traitor Ailes resolved so. He is here. Pike has come back. Our law has ever held death for oath breakers. Knowing that, he still came back. Said his life was ours to take in recompense for his betrayal. He left us to thieve alone, then then became some innkeep's pet when he failed even at that. He was a weakling, adrift on fortune's tide. But now, after meeting you, he returned. He made his choice, proved the strength of his will. I thought it only fitting to reward such growth, so I've decided to forgive his transgression for now. 'Tis a stay of execution. You have proven your will, Arisen. In return, I grant you freedom. You're an equal among us now. The freedom to follow your own will where it takes you is a precious thing indeed. Here, bring this whene'er you wish to pass. I shall see you are granted free transit.
We formed a bond, and at no cost of human life. 'Tis a fine thing indeed.
We formed a bond, and at no cost of human life. 'Tis a fine thing indeed.
We formed a bond,
Thieves or no,
and at no
we've
cost
not
of
to
human
gain
life.
from unnecessary
It is a fine
combat.
thing indeed. His tenants are somewhere within Ransora.
Remember to both buy and sell items regularly.
Sir, you have need of me? Fornival would have us quit his land? Oh, fie, but this is sudden. Had he even a whit of the Maker's decency, he'd give fair warning afore such a request. I beg of you, sir, grant me a little time to consider what you say. I would strive to have an answer for you shortly.
Jasper won't have left.
Who among you has seen the dragon? Who saw it? Yes, how may I aid you, sir? Aye, we pay tariff on Fornival's land. Oh, wants us gone, does he? I wager it's not so simple a proposition as all that. I know Fornival's the law on his side, but I'm loath to simply up and go at his command. It's a hard decision, sir, and not one I'd make alone. I've a wife and son. They should get word of this afore all else. They're off about the town, though where I don't know. Perhaps you could find them and explain the matter? I would hear their thoughts ere I make any decision. No
Perhaps
doubt
not
you were
simply buy
filled
the
with
land
fear
from
and
Fornival
awe,
and be done
with
with it.
trepidation, with despair. And why? Because mankind
Conversation is the
e'er
heart of
fears
any
that
bond.
which it does
In
not
time, it
understand.
can
We
foster
dread
great
the
affinity.
unknown, and ill know how to respond.
You travel the land as an Arisen, do you not? His Grace Duke Edmund Dragonsbane once did the same. His Grace avers it was the Maker's hand guided him to slay the dragon in his youth. Even now, not a day passes without him visiting to offer prayers of thanks. You would do well to follow his Grace's example, young Arisen. May the light of the Maker shine upon you.
Ah, Arisen. My men have told me much of you. I have expected your visit. I am Sir Maximilian Eisenstern, captain of the hunt, so named by His Grace Duke Edmund Dragonsbane. I beg your forbearance whilst I detail what is expected of you in the hunt. The worm hunt license you carry permits the bearer to undertake the most vital of tasks. Those missions given by Duke Edmund himself. Of late, all our will is focused on learning of and defending against the wicked dragon. A weighty task, to be sure, but one which the fate of the realm and its people rests upon. I am under orders to lend Arisen all reasonable aid as they might require. I would pray you return this assistance in kind. Many hopes are pinned upon you, sir. It would be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours. Certainly. Then here are the details. I have important work for you, though some is of a less urgent nature. The task at hand is just such a case. Will you take it on? As I was setting about to find work for you, I came upon this slate. I know not its origin, nor its age, but the writing it bears is old. So old, our men could only read a few words. Dragon, scar, arisen, heart. What little we know all points to you, sir. Best you should have it. If there's aught of import written there, we need to know. Your task is to find out.
We'd best find someone who knows of that slate.
We'd best find someone who knows of that slate.
Shall we hire a pawn more knowledgeable?
What? Our landlord would drive us from our home? Forget it. I won't go. I don't care how wealthy he is. He can't simply toss us out. I'll never leave. Ever. Not in 1,000 years.
We'd best try to convince young Pip. The capital even holds a barber shop. Might Pip be in the craftsman's quarter, Master?
Most of the doors are barred tight, for fear of the dragon, perhaps.
Feed for livestock, no doubt.
No, my mind is made up. Now stop chasing me, just leave me be.
Perhaps the boy is shy. Let's speak with him again.
Young Pip is near the aqueducts, like as not.
We must seize young Pip as one would a foe, ere he give us the slip.
You don't give up, do you? And I was taught that Arisen were friends of the weak. What does it matter? Even I can, and any who cross Fordham will find work hard to come by. And Father isn't like to stand against one so powerful. What choice do we have? Well, so be it. I dare say I won't miss that pigsty of a home besides. Now, if there's nothing else, pray leave me be.
Now we need only convince Sarah